Hey there guys, welcome back to another episode. In today's episode, unfortunately, the audio or the mic aux thing didn't want to record any audio there for us today. So unfortunately this is going to have to be a voiceover, just like this one and the next two more episodes will have to be voice-overed, unfortunately. But besides the point, we are back here on Noctitel where we decided to build some more, I want to call them hunting cabins, because my engineers and my artisans on Kensington are desiring some more fur coats. Perfect, so there we go, we got some furs just there for them, and it looks like we're going to get rid of the wood supplies on this island just so we actually keep our population level. I want to say that was the reason for that. Yes, alright, perfect. Checking penny fire things. Do we bring any? Yeah, alright, perfect. So I remember correctly, we bring some more wood and stuff up from Kensington up to Noctitel. Yep, perfect. We can just make sure all this is still good. Yep, perfect. I kind of wonder what I would have been saying, because technically, since there's no audio like recording, there's nothing to base this on, right? So this is me just watching back over, playing and running it like that, right? I'm also kind of confused why there's no desktop audio coming through, so that's also kind of confusing now as well. Hopefully it won't ruin anything, but you never know. So there we go. Perfect. Small warehouse, building small warehouse. Perfect. And hunting cabins. Perfect. So I'm pretty sure that means we got 27 hunting cabins. I'm pretty sure that's what I said. That says as well. Yeah, 27 hunting cabins on this island, which is quite a lot. Which is actually pretty cool, actually. 27 a minute. I'm pretty sure on DrDario we're asking for 23. Oh boy! Alright, perfect. Okie dokie. What do we do next? Next we go to DrDario. And we built some more hunting cabins on DrDario as well. Which is not very interesting, but that's something we do next. There we go. Can we also need to connect the bottom one? I don't know, we didn't connect the bottom one. Did we upgrade any more for dealers, or what's going on? Did we upgrade any of those fair dealers? Yes or no? No, it looks like we're undoing some steel guys for some reason. But there we go, connect to the last guy. That means we get to build all these lot, and then we also get to connect you lot to the main road, which should just be there. Perfect, there we go. I think another issue we constantly have at this stage is because of the way we've set up our coffee roasters. Every single time we open the game, we need to remove one of them just so we can add them all back in. I'm pretty sure we do it the wrong way around. There we go. But we need to get that, and there we go. Perfect. So every single first episode of a set of episodes, that's what we'll have to do. Fantastic. Okie dokie. Perfect. Just making sure. Maybe just making sure everything's not looking too shabby on this island. I think we added some more sugar. Perfect. Then we go to Buenos Aires. I'm not actually 100% sure what we do next. I don't actually remember. Should probably be writing stuff down just so we have a description. Hunting cabin, which is a H. We'll go HC for hunting cabins. Perfect. And then what's the next thing we do? We also I think that's the only memorable thing we've done in this episode. Perfect. I remember talking about this one. So this was talking about how I kind of wish there was a button that you could press, and instead of whenever it's empty, instead of like continuing on to all the other islands with nothing, it continues on in another way by how would I want to say that? So like it goes back and forth. I guess there's no real way for me to describe it other than that. So it goes to one island, goes to two island, drops off everything. If it's empty, then it doesn't go to the third island, it goes back to the first island. And picks up. Yeah, it also means that all my islands in the new world are also full. So I'm alright with that actually. Perfect. Fur coats seem to be dwindling. It's not going to be too long before we get the scholar guy. I don't know whether or not that may be a thingy, like a ruin, spoiler, but it's not too long before we get the cotton guy. I want to say iron and wool is what it's going to cost us to build that. But yeah. Alright, perfect. Perfect, furs, yep. Perfect, which means we got some furs. Perfect. Same machines, pigs. Alright. I really wonder what I'm currently trying to say. Oh yeah, because we're running low on food now, aren't we, as well? I remember that. Which is not a good thing either, but there we go. So we got rid of that clipper. But yeah, this says we're running low on food as well, and canned food. And the reason that's not good is because we already have Chef Michael, which helps us with pigs instead of goulash. But we are able to move some of the stuff around. To allow us to get at least a couple more factories in there. So we get rid of that guy completely, then we pop you just there. We pop you just there, which means both those guys should be connected in there. Perfect. We do move that guy just so we can build that road to connect that big boy in the center there. Perfect. There we go. We also then move this guy over there. Perfect. To allow us to build that road. Connect that road there. Perfect. Now, do we end up getting rid of that road there? We do, just so we can fit one more in there. I hate that stupid scrolling wheel. That's not interesting. There we go. I was going to say we could probably fit another one in there. There we go. And towards the end, oh yeah, we should probably add that. Canned food. Canned food. There we go. Probably could have just gone CF, but I'm probably going to get confused with Crown Falls, so perfect. We're currently making 18 minutes. How many should we need on Kensington? We need 12. It's not just on Kensington where we need the food, of course. And there we go, 24. So we need 22 a minute. We're making 23 on this island. I want to say actually we're making 20. Yeah, see, that's the thing. We need to get rid of Crown Falls and Bay. And the main loss as well, just in case. There we go, 2018. Perfect. Perfect, but we do manage to fit another one in there. We could probably fit another one in there with that guy just south is. Yeah, I don't think we're going to be able to fit another guy in there. Will we? I seriously doubt that. No? Oh. No, I seriously doubt we do. Yeah, we don't. Alright, good. But we do keep you just for the extra goulash. Although we could probably move you one to the right. No, we can't. Nope. Alright. Looks like I've thought about all this. This is more interesting than anything. So, perfect. There we go. Yeah, so hopefully we can continue making some more goulash. Not goulash, canned foods. Which should be pretty good. I think we're going to also need to connect you back up there. So the thing is, we could probably move you. We could definitely move that guy there. The guy we just upgraded. That's actually, if anything, just a bit stupid. Perfect, there we go. Perfect. Is there anything else we do in today's episode? Well, let's just quickly see how far we're into the recording. We're not even halfway yet, lads. And it's going 1.5 speed. And I would be super bored at this stage, not gonna lie, if I was watching this. So if you are still watching this, thank you very, very much. Dynamite. Alright, perfect. Yeah, so we just added that guy in there to give us more dynamite. But it'll also give us weapons and advanced weapons. So that's, if anything, that's not too bad. If we can, then we do see if we can move you over, but we can't, so we just leave it. We can say piss off. Although we could possibly move the Harbour's Master's office anyway. So yeah. Perfect. Look at all that wood though, lads. Bam, 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 bam. Bam, 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 bam. Alright, perfect. So now we're back here on Kensington. As we can see, fur coats is still a bit of an issue for these people. Alright, now we go. We're buying stuff. I like buying goods. Just because the amount of goods we get to buy with George. B-U-Y goods. Fantastic. I think, and we finally built some more piers in Kensington, which is somewhat a long time overdue, unfortunately. But there we go. So we bought some goods off Kensington, from George, which we're sending back up to Kensington, which is going to send it down to the new pier, which is more interesting than anything else. I think, and then we go to Bent or Princess King. Is there anything we can buy for you? Can we buy those extra? Could we buy those extra jewels? No? No, that's alright. Alright, we won't buy any extra jewels. And Benty, we buy some more pocket watches and goods like that. Oh yeah, perfect. If we could drop off these 48 fur coats, which is actually kind of insane. I think there we go. Fantastic. Alright, perfect. Yeah, so we're also going, yeah, we just added that line there just to allow us to connect the university with all those lot. Perfect. Yep, soaps, that's alright. Because of one of the lifestyle needs is soap already, so that's why that was kind of locked off there. Okie dokie. Is there anything else we do in today's episode? No, but it's that guy. No. Yes, that guy. Cotton, fabric, so iron and wool. So iron's simple, because iron we can just grab from our I'm gonna call it docklands. Iron we can just grab from our docklands, so that shouldn't be too difficult. And then for the other lot we can obviously just grab through I want to say from Remediah. There we go. So we discover some more animals. Yeah, so I'll just write discovery artifacts, fantastic. There we go. So now, hey, perfect. I was gonna say, I think we just messed up there. There we go. And I'm pretty sure we just wait a little bit just so we can research this last little one. Look how close we are to finishing a lot of these off. It's actually pretty interesting. There we go. Perfect. So I'm pretty sure in the end of the episode we also go back there just to do that last little bit. Western Highlands. Alright, perfect. Then we go down here where we get to drop off all this stuff. Have I discovered the Have I discovered the... Oh yeah, we're sending that guy to go pick up animals. Have I discovered the control... I mean, like the shift click yet? So that's a good question, actually. Perfect. What are we doing? We're connecting that there. Perfect. We should probably actually see how we can connect these roads over here. Huh. Oh, is this the part where we start moving the zoo? It is the part where we start moving the zoo. Not the zoo, but the botanical gardens. Perfect. Yeah, so with this botanical gardens, we start moving it about. See, the thing is, I don't like the fact that you can't move them around without, like, I wouldn't mind the fact if you couldn't build them without them, like, being all connected. I wouldn't mind that, but the fact that you can't even move them without all being connected, that part really bothers me just a bit. There we go. So we built a little bit of a fence. Perfect. I think so. One of the issues, and I'll probably discuss this more a bit. No, I think this is the only episode we ever really get to discuss it. So one of the issues with this is if you look at how many influence points it's going to take us to build all this, like those numbers are kind of insane. Like it's like I want to say like 2,000 something influence for a full botanical garden and all that jazz. So no, for a full museum, a full botanical garden, and a full zoo, like with all like the highest ranking stuff. So yeah, if anything, that's not great. I also don't understand why we can't fit those lot in there. I just don't understand why we couldn't build this. But I think it's because we're using paving, the wrong type of paving. So if any, yeah, I'm pretty sure that's just the ornament for some reason, and the only way to do it is by pulling the paving from there. Yeah, so that kind of did my head in just a little bit again. But there we go. And of course, since we can't upgrade you lot for some weird reason, so the only way for us to do that was to like press V, build it, so not even, and then keep it like that. So
your ship has returned from its voyage.
So yeah, I'm pretty sure over here. Oh yeah, perfect. So this guy's just arrived up here, so that's going to allow us to move all these animals. Yeah, so at some stage we're just going to bite the bullet and going to say I don't care about any of that, so we're just going to move all the animals over to Kensington. But before we can really do that, we're also going to need to fix some of our other supply stuff. Yeah, so our rum guy, it looks like we're going to need another rummer. Yeah, perfect. So these lot are all full, which is fantastic. And then these lot are also full, which is fantastic as well. So then we add it now? We do add it now. Fenton second, no, Fenton's in Bessa. Pelican, that's in the old world. Perfect. Ships. Also, I just like that. I have no idea why that's my name. I wasn't actually thinking about doing another series, and I don't really ever think about a new name. That's why my name's Lisa. I just never thought about it, and there we go. We take a world-class reefer because they've got 6 spots as well. I don't think I've ever commented on why my name's Lisa in this game. Yeah, so this part was really starting to do my head in. And so I'm pretty sure we end up V'ing it. There we go. There we go. Perfect, which then allows us to move them. Perfect. Literally just by that single connection point just on the right. Perfect, but there we go. So we connect all that lot there, which means we can move you over there. Perfect. There we go. So at this stage, we're just trying to make the city look a bit prettier and whatnot. There we go. Mainos has become less attractive, and Remdai as well, which doesn't make too much sense, but I guess that's more or less besides the point. Perfect. But there we go. So we just connect these lot up there, and then we just move a bunch of people, a bunch of pretty looking botanical gardens. Perfect. Yeah, so we're also going to need to grab ourselves some more roads, some more paving roads. Oh yeah, never mind. Alright, perfect. So we actually build the fence line first. This is actually important, actually, so that's not too bad for me. Perfect, and then of course we're going to need some more fence line. But because your boy's not smart enough, he doesn't do it that way. He does it this way. There we go. No, perfect. Perfect, there we go.
This city is a magnet for genius.
Fantastic. There's a leader.
Your ship has returned
It's
from
a leader. Perfect. Then we just fit a couple more of these lot in there.
has ended.
Oh, I'm just gonna talk. So some things I figured out recently, right? So coming out as well would be my Anno 1800 like one island challenge, and one of the things I figured out in that is like I'm not very good at talking after the fact. I'm not very good at talking during the fact, but I'm a lot better at talking during the fact, and I'm a lot better at announcing stuff like that, like during rather than before or after. Now I need to sneeze.
Celebrate your leadership.
Yuck. So yeah, so that's more. I'm not gonna edit that out. Screw that. Can't be bothered. Yeah. So one of the things I'm not very good at. Yeah. So this festival's useless on the start. But anyway, so one of the things I'm not very good at is, I guess, keeping people's attention after the fact. And I'm not very good at keeping people's attention during the fact, right? So otherwise we'd have a lot more than 100 subscribers at this stage. So yeah, that's something I'm still having to work on. Do we end up buying the book? No, we buy a different book. Yeah, so these are actually interesting. Is that going to cost... Look how much damage that does. So if we shoot Big Betty with one of those and they're gone, perfect, right? 999%. For 3 million? We could buy like tons of them, and we do buy tons of them. So yeah, so there we go. So yeah, so that's one thing I figured out the other day, which isn't great, unfortunately, but I guess more or less besides the point. Perfect. So yeah, so one thing I've already realized is when I'm ever going to be playing games and I'm not recording voice, that's just not going to happen, unfortunately. More or less just because of the effort that it takes to do that. I'd much rather sit there and edit out me not talking than me adding voice and then it being shit afterwards, right? So yeah. Although like both, unfortunately, the second option takes a lot less time, but I guess with more time comes, I want to say more time comes a bit more like. Becomes a better video, right? So I think that's more or less acceptable. Yeah, so I think we give up and we just leave them with quite a lot. Perfect. It's not too long before we have 10,000 investors anyway, so that's not too far away for us. All right. No, yeah. So as you guys see there, the Holy Moly, and I'm pretty sure there's another one literally just there. There's another one. Snowflakes. That's not bad. But of course we need I'm going to take all the 50s that don't even have, all the 50s that don't have thingies, don't have groups either, and then we can move on from there. I think, yep, so we brought over these animals. It's actually kind of creepy if you think about where we're keeping these animals, but so we won't think about it too deeply. Perfect. Yep. So we buy that. We trade that one. Why are we taking that? Wait, we actually buy that? No, good. We just buy that. Yeah, good. I know we have a look at some of these just because of some of them actually make a not a big difference, but a difference more than enough. Hey, perfect. Yes, we get that and we activate it. Just a. I just realized there is sound. There is this stuff audio coming through. Alright, I'll need to turn that one up, unfortunately. Maybe there we go. We also buy some more. Goody goods, not necessarily for this ship, but just for all of our ships. Perfect. There's another one. Expensive big bombers. It's kind of crazy that these are uncommon and not like legendary or epic or something like that. I mean, they are very expensive, which is probably why they are the way they are, but you know, besides the point. Perfect. So we end up also buy a book. I just can't exactly remember what the book does. Perfect. There's another military one. Perfect. So there's a one for no, not that one. Oh, it is that one. Workforce needed. Yeah, so perfect stuff like this, right? It's kind of crazy because it's just maintenance costs, but like maintenance cost isn't that big of an issue. Do we end up buying it? We do, because I thought buying the extra gun points meant we couldn't buy it. So it's like, why not? So we bought it. We spent about $20 million just there, and there we go. The end. Beautiful. Cheers. Bye bye.